no voy a mentir. No voy a mentir. Yo vi que se parecía a Warhammer y dije, ¿qué es esto? ¿Qué cara es esto? Nada más. ¿Qué? ¿Puedo grabar? Sí, ok. Vamos a ver de qué es esto. The Final Preview, by the way. Yo no recuerdo haber grabado ni visto nada absolutamente de esto. Así que vamos a ver esto. Eso sí, estoy viendo los reviews de Snow White. Estaba viendo todo el drama de Assassin's Creed. Increíble. No sé cómo hay gente que dice que eso es un juego en vez de ser AAA 4A. What the heck you say, my friend? ¿Tú te estás escuchando? ¿Tú estás escuchándote bien?
No. On paper, Steel Hunters is a serious left turn for World of Tanks developer Wargaming. But just because the developer's next project is rooted in a sci-fi, futuristic setting with larger-than-life mechs, doesn't mean they're not tapping into their 27 years of multiplayer expertise for this mech hero shooter. I spent about 45 minutes racing other mechs to an extraction point. In Steel Hunter's Battle Royale Light Extraction mode, trying out half of its 7-character launch roster. Although I hit a few snags as I got myself used to controlling a building-sized robot shaped like a spider, I could see Wargaming's multiplayer pedigree on full display. Aside from a short tutorial, which introduced me to Steel Hunter's movement and controls, I spent a lot of my time in one mode. This extraction-based mode was kind of like a scaled-down battle royale. A few squads of 2 are dropped onto a map and sent toward points of interest, picking up helpful stuff along the way. Each mech is fully loaded out with weapons and abilities, so instead of guns or armor like in Fortnite, you'll pick up various upgrades for your mech's stats, healing items, and experience points. While you can find some loot in the wild, most of the upgrades and loot you'll find in match come from downing nearby NPC drones. These weaker enemies are scattered all over each map and put up just enough of a fight that they can be a pain to deal with if another squad is attacking you as well. Different points of interest pop up during the match, giving you and your non-AI opponents something to race towards against each other, creating random choke points around helpful supply drops. Eventually, an extraction point gets marked on the map, beckoning all remaining
Battle Royale, pero de dos
squads towards the final objective. Once you get there, you'll need to defend the extraction point, or attack it if someone beats you there for a little while before the match ends. This was always the best part of the matches I played, as players descended on the choke point trying to outflank each other using their mech's various toolkits to their advantage. Maybe the agile Fenris uses their speed to flank an unsuspecting duo as they try to maintain control over the extraction point, while the self-healing Razorside draws cover, ducking behind cover to patch themselves up. Or maybe the sniper, Heartbreaker, might post up behind the defensive, map-controlling Weaver as they set up defensive barriers to protect their glass cannon teammate. I played all 4 of those mechs in different matches, favoring Heartbreaker and Weaver the most. Weaver has this extremely satisfying Gatling gun that just melts enemy health and shields, and their movement felt the best. Aiming down sights with Heartbreaker reveals weak points in every enemy, delivering extra reward for patient, precise play.
Sniper no es lo mío. No.
If there was any problem with the demo I played, it was the in-between stuff. While it was fun to pick off weaker enemies, grab their loot, and find other players, the maps all felt a little too big up until the end. I'm certain some of this came from the fact that I was playing against AI-controlled bots in an early build of the game, but that inconsistent pace.
Él dice que se siente como que en lo que vacío el mapa, en lo que llega, pero yo entiendo que quizás esto es un mech game, so el tiempo, o sea, los mechs no se mueven como que bien rápido. Esto no es Fortnite, esto no es Call of Duty, que Call of Duty ya con el Omni-Movement ese es insane. Un poquito más tiempo de desarrollo.
Felt at odds with the relatively quick match times.
Hace tiempo yo no juego un
To give the
McWarriors.
team at Wargaming the benefit of the doubt, the studio is a well-oiled multiplayer machine at this point. Just because Still Hunters trades historical context for futuristic fiction doesn't mean the studio's throwing the baby out with the bathwater. It's clear that Wargaming has been through a full multiplayer game launches in the past based on its launch plans. Starting out with a manageable scale for its upcoming early access launch on April 2nd, Steel Hunters is going to launch with 7 playable characters, 1 mode, and a few maps to start out. And no...
Es que hay tantos juegos multiplayer hoy en día, pero tantos, que es difícil mantener
monetization.
un juego multiplayer.
This calculated approach
en el
to
top,
launch,
un live
with
service.
the promise of new content every 5 to 6 weeks, shows this team's pedigree and tact when it comes to multiplayer games. This approach gives me a lot of faith in Wargaming's ability to listen to its player base and take feedback as it moves toward an eventual 1.0 release. Wargaming even teased the first new character coming to Steel Hunters post-launch, reiterating its commitment to 3-month seasons. If you're hoping to hop into Steel Hunters, you won't have to wait long as it launches into early access on April 2nd. Thanks for watching, and for more
Abril va a
on
ser
the
un
world
mes
of
de
video games.
de un par de cositas. Steel Hunters Official Trailer. Yo no había visto nada de esto. By the way, ¿dónde está? Hecho esto, Abril. Yo creo que esto es lo más que voy a jugar. ¿Hay algo de Pokémon? By the way, yo ni vi el directo de Pokémon. En verdad, yo voy a ser bien honesto. Hace tiempo que a mí no me interesa nada de Pokémon. Nintendo tampoco nada de lo que ha tirado. Si no va a tirarme nada para PC, en verdad, ahora mismo va. Probablemente termine comprando el Switch 2 porque me obliguen. Me obliguen. Probablemente. ¿Quién sabe? Querillo, me he tomado la molestia de volver a jugar Jedi Survivor en PC otra vez. En PC. Y déjame salir para acá. No les voy a mentir. El juego corre bien exagerado. También bajé el Fallen. A ver si lo vuelvo a jugar. Tengo Assassin's Creed Odyssey ahí. A ver si le doy un poquito. Si resulta que el juego perdón, acá. Que el juego de Ironfall es medio basura. Pues puede ser que terminemos Odyssey. Perdón, Odyssey no Origins. Corillo, no olvides que puedes seguir en donde. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, X. Ahí pueden ver todo lo que estamos haciendo y ser parte del journey. Hablamos.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.